Scoop-a-dum-bum, chip-bum-dum-dum. Scoop-a-dum-bum, chip-bum-dum-dum. Book-a-dum-bum, chip-bum-dum-bum. Scoop-a-dum-dum, chip-a-dum-bum-bum. All right, welcome everyone. I know it's a surprise. Usually I stream on Thursdays, but unfortunately I am driving up north on Thursday. Very exciting. Undisclosed location, so you guys don't dox me. But we have very important business to take care of because on Monday I'm announcing the winner of the self-checkout remix contest. And here's the situation. We got way more submissions to go through, my brothers and sisters. So without further ado, let's get started. It was fucking quiet. Yeah, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. It's a good metaphor for what I'm doing here. Welcome Bash, welcome Jonah, welcome Vibe, welcome Crawling Roots, welcome Bosley, welcome Young Sheik, welcome Alper. Alright, let's see where this thing goes. This is nice, got a sort of glitchy garage vibe. Cool. All right, that was the Chopx remix. So check it out. Really nice drum programming, nice minimal, kind of down tempo-y, glitchy, garagey vibe. Yeah, the drums are really strong. Not too long either. Like the use of the source material. I do wish it opened up a little bit more at the end to sort of, create one last hurrah in the track because it does feel maybe a little too minimal. Also really quiet mix. I don't know if that was intentional as well, but yeah, I would just, wish there was sort of more of a build and energy. And probably a little bit more booty bass as well. But then again, once again, the mix was so quiet for me that I couldn't really tell what the levels should be. But otherwise, I mean, this is a pretty strong submission. I'll give you a nice big old yes. Thank you, Chopx. Yeah, very nice IDM vibe, as Jamar puts it, for sure. Okay, we got Mike K. Smith. Threw most of the original stems under the effects bus, put the beats in the blender, automated the living heck out of it all. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to turn up my output a little bit. One moment, please. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada motherfucking mother blow. Okay, all right. So let's try that again. Yeah, so by the way, just to be clear, these aren't the winners. I'm just going through the submissions. I'm gonna announce the winner on July 6th. I'm doing a live stream, allegedly at 6 p.m. PST, and also releasing my album that day. So it's a very exciting day on Monday. Will there be another stream between now and Monday if we haven't gotten our submission yet? I'll try to make it happen. I can't guarantee it. Yeah. All right. Let's keep going. Oh, shit. Tiago, that's a really great question. How do you dance to this? Just fucking have a seizure, I guess. Damn. Yeah, early bird gets the roast, as Ben. Well, early bird gets the bean, as Ben put it. Deadline is July 6th. Okay, this is... Yeah, I'm sorry. This is too all over the place for me. I mean, really cool sounds, good. I mean, you basically describe it well. Put the beats in a blender and automating the living heck out of all. So, yeah, I mean, it sounds like you had a good time with the stems, and there's some really cool textures and effects that you come up with there, but the whole thing is just a little too messy and unfocused for me to actually consider it or understand it in any meaningful way. So I think, I mean, you still got time. If you want, you could just basically resample some of the grainy clouds that you create here into something that's a little bit more focused, because otherwise it feels just a bit all over the place. But good shit, Mike. Let's keep it going. All right, we got OP Silence. Here we go. Alright, so far what I'm hearing is it's the main track with the new drum beat over it. So, yeah. Oh. That's cool, some live guitar. Wow. Damn, this is a pretty fucking fat 808 you got there, my friend. Okay, I'm gonna skip through this a little bit. Sorry. I got too many submissions to go through. Yeah. So, I mean, it just seems like you played through the whole track while adding occasionally your own drums and sound effects, which is, you know, it's kind of hit and miss, right? Some of these work well with the track, but a lot of the drums that you put in seem way too loud. The 808 you put in doesn't seem in key with the track at all. Just not necessarily the most elegant remix approach. So I'm going to give you a nice big old yes, OP silence. But let's keep it going. So self-checkout, quick and easy. This is the Diego Palomar remix. All right. Okay. All right. Time to relax my butt cheeks and do some hot yoga. That's what it sounds like. Okay, Diego, see what you're coming from here. All right, Diego, my butt cheeks are relaxed. Just probe me. Probe me right here. Okay. Let's keep it going. Same thing, guys. It's just too much vibe, not enough womp. Oh man. Keep it going. Okay, so nice chill vibe. Definitely got, my chakras open, but I wish you took it a little further in terms of changing up the energy after you bring that, nice smooth bongo type situation in there. I'm all for a down tempo track, but it really has to still, create that flow, that engagement, that variety of energy levels to really sort of stay, stay interesting throughout. So I'm gonna give you a nice big old yes, quick and easy. But good job, Diego. Thanks for submitting. Let's keep it going. We got this trippy astronaut looking thing. Oh shit. Okay, sounds like we're getting some serious womps here. Fucking EDC main stage, you know what I'm saying? Try to put on some candy. Okay, I got the perfect glasses for these. 1 second. Shit. Like some spider webs and shit all over these glasses. I'm gonna rewind a little bit. Sorry, guys. Oh, shit. Damn. Okay, let's see what we got for drop 2, my friend. Fucking taking me back to 2010 EDM trap, my friend. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay, got some serum womps. Damn, dude, got some fucking 2010 EDM trap Coachella, bro. What's up? Where my chads at? Okay, so we got the Witusi remix. So definitely, I mean, as far as the vibe to womp ratio, we're definitely coming through quite strong with the womps. At the very least, you're engaging my attention throughout, and you made me put on these fucking glasses. So in that sense, we got a winner, but I don't know. In terms of the song structure, I mean, generally speaking, EDM trap is a pretty conventional intro, build, drop, breakdown, build, drop, breakdown, outro, song structure. We're kind of breaking out of that. It's a little all over the place. But, I can't really fault you that much because at the very least, it does go through, different places. The whenever I hear a song with like that fucking ridiculous dubstep snare, the it's just like it's kind of played out a little bit, to be honest. I mean, it's not exactly the most forward thinking in terms of EDM production, but at the very least, you kept my attention throughout. So I'll give you that with Tuzi. Anyways, I mean, you say it yourself, you prefer vibes, so I'm surprised that you went this hard in the bro step direction to appease me. I'd be curious to hear what if you say true to yourself, you know what I'm saying? Balance that womp to vibe ratio, find your sweet spot there. So that's what I'm curious about with Tuzi. All right, let's keep going. All right, remix cool, SoundCloud audio quality bad. Well, just want to level the playing field here, so I'm gonna stick to that. Okay. Hey, what's your vibe to womp ratio, bro? What's the bro? It's like pull to not pull ratio? Pull to fuck. I'm uncovering some buried college memories here. Got a new chord there. Sick. Okay, very contrasting breakdown. Hey, there's Liz Guitar. Shout out Liz.
Yeah, I'm a no vibes guy. I don't have time for vibes.
Oh my
okay? Let's
God,
just
dude.
get to the fucking drop, dude.
Hi, I'm Underbelly. And you are Uncle Joe.
Okay. Oh man. Listen, I take what I said back, okay?
Porno.
You can have as many vibes as you want, please. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, back to the double time. Here we go. Holy shit, dude. Okay. Oh no, dude. Listen, I gotta make a fucking rule next time. Next contest, if anybody samples my voice again, instant disqualification. Jesus Christ. I mean, sample my music as much as you want, please, but don't sample the stupid shit I have to say. Oh my God. Wow. So, okay, let's talk about the vibe to womp ratio. So, to be honest, listen, I just, I get that you guys are trying to appease my need for, my crushing need, addiction rather, to womps. But, it's sort of like one of those be careful what you wish for scenarios, right? Because, I'm all for womps, but if the vibe, if the track demands vibe, okay, we want to stick to vibe. We don't need to go crazy in the womp direction. And I felt like what we had going on here, was a little bit too much, maybe too on the nose, I guess, in terms of the womp direction. Although I really liked what you did here when you cut up the chords and kind of created an extended version of that same chord progression. I thought that was really cool. I felt like it could have needed like another mid-range chord underneath, because I feel like the frequency spectrum is a little empty, kind of in the lower mid-range. Probably could have helped make your house section a little bit beefier. But same thing with the last track. I mean, in terms of womps, I'll take what I can get, but the most important thing is that you create the sort of flow and engagement in a variety of sections throughout. And so even with that, even if I don't fully agree with the kinds of womps we're doing here, at the very least it's engaging and interesting throughout the whole piece. So Regesto, give you a nice big old yes. Anyways, I'm curious to see what people have to say about this. John says he's literally crying. Twanner says it's really darn good. Okay, yeah, I mean, I don't think, I think it's good in the sense that, it has a great, awesome variety of sections throughout. I just don't know if the kinds of womps we're getting are the most tasteful. Anyways, let's keep it going. We got L with Self-Checkout remix. Let's check it out. space there.
Granulated.
Wowzers.
Cool. Wow, that was crazy. Yeah, very engaging. I like the intro and outro, how you introduce some of that Walmart Foley. Definitely hits home. Makes it feel more appropriate of a title. I liked how you introduced like your own component to it. So I'm talking specifically about the respace that you have going on there, just to sort of reharmonize what the original track has. I think that was a really nice touch. I wish it was more of your own stuff than just chopping up the original track, because I felt like it was maybe even a little too similar to the original, and the chops could have been a little bit more elegant. So for example, hearing that
Drop it.
and then my drop it thing, I mean, that probably could have been accomplished a little bit more elegantly. It just felt a little jarring to me the first time I heard it. So, I think maybe there's a way to sort of, make that happen without, for example, I don't know, I think the reason why it didn't work. Yeah, I think the reason why it didn't work is because the BPM actually slows down when you do the pitch bend effect. So if you kept the BPM maybe constant, it would have been a little less jarring going to the next section. Just these subtle tweaks like that to make sort of the chops a little bit more elegant, I think would have been nice. But still, very solid remix attempt. So I'm giving you a nice big old yes. And let's keep it going. Tomikoki. All right, so we got Summer Vibes with Cock. Okay. 6 minutes, man. That's another thing. I gotta make sure that there's a time limit next time. 3.5 minutes probably should be tops. Maybe 4. I'll do 4 next time. Ben, I feel you, man. I really hope there is 6 minutes worth of content in this 6-minute track. So far, it's groovy. The hi-hat's there a bit much. Lo-fi rave. Okay, you're losing it for me, man. Let's keep going. Cute little lead, though. So that's what I thought. Basically, after 2 minutes, we've exhausted the musical ideas here. They're good musical ideas. It's a nice lead. The sound is a little cutesy, in my opinion. And there's probably more you could have done with your drums. So, for example, the hi-hat thing you got going on was pretty much Machine Gun Kelly on the hi-hats. And it felt like you could have probably done more with velocity to make the hi-hats and I guess the drums overall a little bit more dynamic. But that's just my 2 cents. Otherwise, it's a nice kind of 90s housey, lo-fi track. I'm going to give you a nice big old yes. And I'm going to keep going. Christian Zoo, pray not roasted too hard. Well, I was going to go easy on you, but saying that shit, okay, here we go. Hey, happy birthday. Wow. Damn, that was fucking loud as fuck. Here's a lot of... I like that. So, a lot of things that I like about it. First off, it's nice and short. Second off, it's really in your face and attention grabbing. I like how you sort of try to reharmonize the chord progression with the new bass line. It's not always successful. Sometimes the bass feels out of key with the chords on top. But sometimes it really works. I think it's just a matter of refining that a little bit. I mean, the main thing that I think could be toned down a bit is just the sheer amount of distortion. I mean, it's a crunchy ass fucking mix, especially when the kick hits. It's like something like that. So just, go easy on the soft clip there, my friend, and see what you can do about making the bass a little bit more in key. Otherwise, very nice, very attention grabbing, engaging piece. So a nice big old yes for you, Christian. Let's keep it going. Rodrigo, motherfuckers. Let's hear Rodrigo. Daddy Yankee on this shit? Come on. Give me that moomba. Feels a little unbalanced there. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, I mean, the problem I think mainly is like you start with an interesting idea. It takes a while. The intro is very nice. I like the sort of moombahton feel that you started implying here. And we build up to the drop. The drop is just very underwhelming, right? So we just want to make sure that your drop delivers on the promise that your build-up creates. And right now it's just not quite delivering. It feels a little weak. So see if you can refine the drop, make it a little bit more impactful. Maybe go full Moomba, get Daddy Yankee on the track, get what's that guy? Bad Bunny on the track. You know, just to really spice up your drop and really make sure it's delivering on the promise of the build-up. So I'm gonna give you a nice big old yes. Let's keep it going. All right, Dorky Kid in Sunglasses remix. First remix ever. I'm excited.
Okay, so check it.
Okay, nice, cute little lo-fi bop. Okay, got some bonk. Yo, so Noseblind, I agree exactly with your comment. It's clearly, you know, beginner effort, but you know, at least it's listenable, and you know, it's musical, right? Kind of a lo-fi, chill, sort of very quiet bop. You know, it doesn't break any crazy boundaries or anything like that, but it's a solid first attempt for a remix. So I'm gonna give you a nice big old yes, Dorky Kid in Sunglasses. And yeah, let's just keep going. Emmanuel C, let's hear it. Another minute and a half submission. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, bro. Yikes. That's not really working for me. What the fuck, bro? Okay. Well, that makes really no sense. I mean, it's just like you start with the key of the song and then you completely go to a different musical idea over the same drums. So it just doesn't quite make a whole lot of sense to me. But it's a valiant effort, Emmanuel. Thanks for submitting. I'm going to keep going. Las da sing. I don't know if I can pronounce that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, interesting loop here. Hello? We going somewhere with this, Lasse? Ooh. Damn. Oh no. Yeah, it doesn't really make much sense to me, man. Okay, this remix doesn't make a whole lot of sense, I gotta be honest. Yeah, way too long in the intro, my friend. Once we got to the drop, it was decent, but even that was a little unfocused. So guys, chill out with the 2-minute intros, people. You know, we want an intro that's maybe like, I don't know, 15 seconds, something like that. You know, 16 bars. 32 bars, maybe. You know, it doesn't have to take super long to get to the point. Anyways, okay. I like this cover art, very impressionist. Okay. Finally, some drum and bass. Submissions end on July 6th. I might be doing another stream before then. See how many we get today. Today, July 1st? Holy shit, man. That's crazy. Fucking crazy. Whoa. That's crazy work, dude. That bass is, it's like some fucking Seinfeld shit right there. Sick. All right. Wow. So we got some neuro fucking D&B plus a halftime section halfway through. Wow. Wow. Wiggity wow. So very engaging throughout. Lots of interesting ideas. Some of them could be a little bit more refined. So for example, halfway through, you got the lo-fi halftime drop there, and I think the drums aren't bad. Yeah, but the bass feels out of key completely. I think honestly some of the basses here in your drops are a little overbearing. I think the bass and as far as D&B, I think your drums are great. The bass feels like it could use a little bit of work, a little bit of tightening. I mean, with regards to neuro and drum and bass, especially nowadays, I mean, the mix standard for how clean the mix should be is like, ridiculously high. So if it's anything underneath that, then it starts to feel a little cheap. And I think your basses could come down a little bit. Your drums could come up a bit. I would just reference against like, I don't know, a Noisia track or a Chase and Status track, something like that. Fred V track, just to make sure your mix is on point, and fix the bass in the middle. I think that needs to be in key to make it sound professional, but very engaging work. Definitely one of the most unique submissions we've gotten so far. So nice big old yes. All right. The moment we've all been waiting for. Let's check it out, Exit. Sorry, I'm silent because I'm listening intently. Just want to make sure I give good feedback. right, so that was Exit K with his remix. Once again, Exit K has been a fantastic member of this community. He's one of the mods, and love you, Exit. So let's talk about the remix. So it follows the song structure of the original very closely. I mean, it's basically the exact same structure plus slower, right? The slower tempo. And I'm not sure if the slower tempo really works because it just feels like, I mean, I'm obviously really familiar with the original, so I kind of, to have the original just played back at a slower pace for me feels a little underwhelming. I mean, I think it could have maybe worked a bit better if the song structure was a little bit more distinct from the original. Then I would have been like, okay, slower tempo makes sense for what you're doing. But if it's just the same exact structure as what I got, just slower, it just feels like we're getting through to, we're getting a slower trickle of the same sort of expected musical ideas. The other thing I'm noticing is you're relying a lot more on the neuro. Neuro basses are really fucking hard. And the standard for neuro basses today, thanks to people like Cohen Sound, Copycat, shout out Copycat, Culprate, Rezo, so many people are just ridiculously high. So if you're going to rely on the neuro bass that much, it has to be super fucking polished. And it's just not quite at the level of sound design as, some of those other guys. So really making sure that you're refining the neuro bass and making it as strong as possible and using reference tracks to check out how your neuro bass is stacking up, I think is really important. As far as the drop goes, the drop feels a little messy. And the reason why is I think you've put a bunch of grain delay / grain delay plus reverb on the main synth, and it creates like this sort of high frequency wash over the top of everything, which tends to make things sound further away and less impactful than they otherwise could be. So if we took out the wash, if we maybe, had the reverb, but just like truncated it, automated the dry wet so that it just popped off or silenced, maybe the drop could have been a little bit more impactful that way. But because we have this sort of constant wash of stuff over the top, it feels a little like I think you've low passed maybe the chord synths over the top a little bit too much there. So I would say a couple things. If you're going to slow down the BPM, change up the song structure a little bit more, refine the neuro bass, use reference tracks, and kill a little bit of that high frequency wash in the drop to make it sound a little bit more impactful. Otherwise, I can tell you put a decent amount of work into this. So once again, thank you for submitting. Appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to give a nice big old yes. All right. Let's keep it going. Riv Blazing. You're trapping. Okay, what is going on here, bro? Man, this is quite a bit of wonk here. Okay, sorry, apparently Exit is not a moderator. My bad. Admin, maybe? He's a moderator on YouTube. I don't know. Okay. This is pretty, let's keep it going. Alright. So it's pretty damn different from the original, which is I think generally a good thing, but the whole thing feels a little too wonky and out of pocket for me. I love a bit of wonk, but this is just that's just a little hard to get into, my friend. So I would tone down the wonk, maybe make it a little bit more similar to the original track by maybe including the same chord progression or something like that, a little bit more of the same sounds. But most importantly, I think it's just making it a little less wonky rhythmically. So let's keep going. We got an Animal remix. He's out of pockets. He doesn't have any room for his beats left, dude. Alright, how long have I been at this? Been at this how long? Huh. Doesn't say. That's a little out there, my friend. Hang on. Okay, this is just completely out of time. So, yeah, solid attempt. What we just heard there was like way out of time. Like the drums seem to have been offset like a full 4 bars from the original. And yeah, generally speaking, I'm seeing a lot of people stick to the same song structure as the original. I think that's one of the things that is most malleable. Like, you don't have to end on my outro that I did in the track. I think steering away from that but using the same sounds is probably how I would generally approach a remix like this, because it's not like a traditional song where there's like a vocalist and you have to adhere to the intro, verse, chorus, outro arrangement. It's electronic music that's instrumental, so it's a little bit more malleable, and I think you guys could play with that. But anyways, thank you, Animal, for submitting. You got some cool womps there. But let's keep it going. Black Hellburrows. Let's hear it. I think I already roasted this, but apparently you changed it a bit. That main bright synth is a little loud there. little out of tune there with that ARP. Oh my god. All right. So, cool. Solid house attempt. I like the sort of funky groove you have at the beginning. The kind of super bright lead is too loud, and generally speaking, your drums are too quiet. Like the kick and the snare need to really punch through. And here, yeah, the out of key ARP kind of bothers me a little bit, and also it just feels like there's a bit too much stuff going on. Like maybe you don't need the guitar or my main kind of super distorted lead. Maybe you just go straight for that, you know, super big respace that you have going on, and maybe strip some of the other elements, because it feels like there's just a bit too much going on there. And plus, the more stuff you add, the less punchy your already not super punchy drums become. So it's really important that the kick and snare, you know, cuts through all of that, and the sidechain is really intense as well, to sort of make sure that's booty bumping. But solid attempts. You know, glad you are making edits based on feedback. I'm gonna give you a nice big old yes. Okay, so here's the sitch, guys. How many do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So I think I'm probably going to do these a little later today. I got to like pack and shit. So, yeah, look out for the second stream happening probably this evening. But, yeah, thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you to everyone who has submitted thus far. I'm very excited to hear the rest of these submissions. And once again, get in your submission by July 6th at midnight, to be considered. So, yeah, have a great day, guys. Peace. Yeah, peace, brothers and sisters.